Got 3 sales to share with you, ladies and gents. I'm a full-time reseller. I'm SonnyLasVegas. I do thrift videos, which is on a separate channel. I do quite a bit in the community, and I'm trying to clean up my mess day in and day out, which has been the start of this daily vlog. And I was thinking yesterday, what happens when I clean everything? What am I going to talk about? And I was like, it doesn't matter. It's daily vlogs. You talk about what's going on in your day. Welcome along with me. I have 30 something other videos before this. This is a fairly new channel and it's doing very well because of all the support that I'm getting to include the work that I'm putting in and share with you and opening up my life to your world and combining them together. I got 3 sales. One was in-person sale. Michael, thank you for driving out this way to Vegas and picking up the pins and buying them from me. Hope someday we do go thrifting and talk more about glass and just mingle along with one another and just get to know more of each other. I really do my best to try to meet up with people. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. This happened to work out. I got 2 sales on top of that. So those pins sold for $75. Thank you, Michael. And then I sold this shirt the other day. I got an offer for $35. I accepted it, and I woke up this morning to it actually being paid out of completing the purchase. So $35 for a $5 t-shirt, and then some socks that I got from the flea market, stance socks. I talk about these often. I was trying to sell these the other day on Whatnot for $5, and yes, there is shipping still on top of that. I didn't sell any of these socks on Whatnot the other day for $5. I had them on eBay. I've sold 3 pairs of stance socks when I got them for $1 each at the flea market. I took them off to take them on Whatnot, crossing my fingers, hoping that they would all sell for $5 at the minimum at least, just to get them out the way and make a little bit of profit on them. Not a single bid, and that was okay because I know sometimes when you have things that don't sell on the platform, sometimes they do better on another one, and you have to give it a retry, just like I did. And these ended up selling within a few hours of relisting them for $16.49. I only have a few pair of these left in my eBay store. And that's really good. A little bit of money already, and working out some deals with some other people in the community here locally. So these sales, these 3 sales, and to include the ones that I got the days before, are really helping out. I also had a private sale yesterday for another $200, and then there was an item in there that it's pretty much a guaranteed buy for $80. Y'all ever have those deals where it just drives you nuts? Especially on OfferUp, which I do like. I like OfferUp. I try to source on there and look for stuff. It happens every now and then, once in a blue moon. But sometimes you come across some great stuff. I will tell you on OfferUp, when you look at items, don't just look at the things that are new. Look at old postings, like from years ago. You'd be amazed how much faster those people reply to you and tell you if they have it or not, and if it's available, and they're pretty prompt. I feel like the newer posts is more of like, oh, they answered really fast, I'm gonna hold off and see if anybody's interested. And by the time they do that, even like 3 hours later, now you're no longer interested because you're looking. And I find business to be very well when you're prompt and you're on the go and you understand that you have to sell stuff and make money, but you also have to move stuff in order to make money. You can't just buy, which is what I did, and then all of a sudden it catches up to you, and then you're going through what I just did and going through, and it's the crazy world we put ourselves in, but it's getting better every day. So really good sales today. Personal sale for $70 or $75, $35 t-shirt, and then $16.49 for the socks. I have an auction today, which is going to help out a ton too, because my anniversary is coming up on May 3rd. We will be in Hawaii at that time. So I am going to try to figure out what and how am I going to make videos. Is it going to work on my cell phone? I need a new cell phone. I definitely need a new cell phone, but that's not the priority. I'm thinking about what can I get my gift that means something and not just, oh, here, babe, I know you like this brand. I struggle with finding gifts. I suck at it really bad. And I know it drives my wife nuts, but this year I've been doing pretty good, even as of last year, like Thanksgiving, cooking, and Christmas and other things like that. And then just being thoughtful. It doesn't have to be a holiday that I'll bring and decide to go to C's Candy and get my wife some of her favorite brown sugar Bordeaux. She doesn't like the dark one. I realized that this past Valentine's. So, you know, little things, even after gonna be 13 years, I'm still learning about my wife and becoming a better husband, I hope. Right, Tip? 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 He ate earlier and now he's like, I'm resting, Dad. Don't bother me. I'm kind of like that. When I eat, I just want to lay down and go to sleep, but it's a bad habit to do. I can't start the rest of the day without stuffing my face with at least 2 tacos. I might make 2 more after this. Spam, egg. I ran out of hot sauce, the Cholula, and then I ran out of Tapatio. I don't want to use reds on it. It's more for wings. And crystals is better for seafood. The socks are going to be fairly easy to pack up. Nice lightweight. So if you're looking at big items and you're like, I don't want to ship big items, start off small. Start off simple. Build the confidence up. Just like many things, it takes confidence building to work your way up to even spend a few dollars. Small poly bag. I've been reselling for years, and for about a year or two, was so nervous about investing on things for over $2, and I wouldn't even spend more than like $10. And I managed to end up finding things and understanding how to look at what sell-through rate is and what people are actually interested, and then also some things that people aren't even aware of that I've learned off of my own experiences. Nice little pack and ship. This right here is already 3 ounces. Shipping cost for this is gonna be $4.19. And I was charging $4.50. So that little extra change on the side goes towards shipping supplies. Sometimes that works out. Sometimes I hit it right on the money, and that's okay because I still profit off of the item. I have a few different sizes of poly mailers. From the small one, it's probably like a 6x9, and then the typical one, I think it's 10x13. Sometimes it's 14. But look them up. You're gonna find when you start buying into supplies what you like and don't like, and you're gonna have your own preference. So I'm gonna be using the larger bag and be rolling this up. It could fit in a smaller one, but it's gonna be so tight. I don't want to rip it, and regardless, it doesn't change the dimensions because I'm gonna be taping this up anyways. I'm gonna roll this up here. Make it nice and perte. Gonna tape up the ends. So I tend to tape up the ends because I don't want anything going on the inside and ruining the packages. When I worked for the post office years back, I would see a lot of packages get ruined that way. And then it was hard to put them together because you didn't know what went in what. And then of course you would have people get upset like, why is it my stuff? What happened to it? Well, maybe because little things like not taping up the ends ruined it along with others, or somebody else ruined it, getting yours stuck in theirs and vice versa, and creating a mess to where you couldn't figure out what address had what and get it to the right person. And that might actually be some of the reasons why some packages are retaped and people say my package was open and this is what wasn't in there, the buyer didn't get the right thing. That's probably what happened, to tell you the truth. Maybe what happened. If it's valuable, make sure to get it insured. This one right here, I was charging $5.25. Came out to $5.32. I was charging $5.25. So sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But I try to always have a $5.25 for t-shirts. About to go inside a casino right now, hit the jackpot. If only. My odds are better thrifting and making more money off of that than I do putting money in the slot machines. I don't play table games, but I do need to go inside here and get some change. So let's go get some money and then head to some community yard sales. Might even go to a private pick, trying to work out some deals, and people have been asking more about that. How do you do private picks? Ask. It's as simple as that. Make connections, network. All right, folks, I gotta go inside here and get some change. What better place than to go to a casino rather than going to the store? Wow. It's really windy today, nice and cold, but it's short season, folks. But if I was to describe my outfit right now, it's more like bipolar: winter, summer, winter, summer. I can't decide what I want, but I am very comfortable. I'm not only comfortable, I'm really excited to get back into thrifting. I haven't been thrifting as much. I've been working on a daily vlog to share with you my life on a separate channel. And now that I got a lot of stuff cleaned up, I am itching to find some things, some valuable things, but not just anything. I'm working out a lot of stuff and I'm trying to make it work, and it is working day in and day out. Wow, so oh man, the more I do things and go through stuff, like I went earlier. I was like, let me relax. I'm just gonna go walk around, check out a community yard sale. All the gates to the community yard sale, and it was a big community, they were all closed. So even trying to wait behind vehicles, I wasn't trying to do that. Although I have before. So I gave up and I was like, you know what? There's a guy that a cousin of theirs reached out to me and told me they were trying to sell stuff, and they said they had 300 pounds 300 pounds of costume jewelry. I didn't know if it was vintage or if it was modern or a mixture of both, or what all that entitled, if it was sorted through or what. So I was like, you know what, for 300 pounds, I am curious to see what that looks like. And if it's the kind of jewelry I've sold in the past, I'll be more than interested if we could work out a deal. I go and it's scattered everywhere. Like he had to go through boxes and cups, and the place was still more organized than what mine started out with. But he had a 10 by 30 storage unit and ended up going into 4 hours. But I'm looking at the $200 that I invested in. I could have just got a storage unit by myself and got more items and put in the work of like that 4 hours of like waiting for something to happen. Once I get this stuff cleared out, I am going to start getting into storage units. But what I need to do right now is build back up my following on Whatnot. And as you've seen already, I have quite a bit of stuff. So I am going to go back to and work on building my customers back up and showing what I have, because I have a lot of stuff. I've been holding on to it. So it's time to really let go of everything. I was really hearing myself of what I said yesterday. And I'm like, Sonny, you're starting to do it again. You're holding on and you're doing good. But we need to let go of everything. And it is 1:53 right now. I spent too much time with this person. They do have stuff I want to look more into, but I told them to get it ready next time. All right. I'm getting some work done. Some good work. And you know what else? I kept saying the auction was today. And I'm like, man, I get so anxious. And I was like, let me just look at the time again. Let me make sure. What time is the time? I know it's at 7, but is that Pacific? Is it Eastern? Is it Mountain Time? It is tomorrow. Oh my goodness, man. It is tomorrow. So it's okay. I get to work more on taking out the stuff I had downstairs. I need to move that out. I don't want Carla to be stressed out about it. I don't want to be stressed out about it. At least I'm ahead, okay? At least I'm not taking the photos tomorrow for Knicknacks. And people were asking in the comments, what is Knicknacks? Knicknacks is a marketplace that you could list items on after you apply and get approved. If you are planning on it, go ahead and use me as a reference. What else? I applied myself, first of all. I did apply. I love it because I could list items just like you would on a regular website, say like on eBay, but this is more of a curated marketplace for hard goods, glass, vintage, handmade items, quality stuff. Some people have prices from all over, from $5, $4, up to hundreds to probably even thousands of dollars worth of stuff. I like that there's a little something for everybody. And you could also have live auctions. You do have to go through an onboarding process when it comes to selling on there. When you go through the process of onboarding to be a seller and to do live auctions, they are two different things. You got to go to onboarding, which is very easy. They just walk you through the steps and show you what you're doing. And if you have any questions, they have an email that they communicate with you, and it's not a random person bouncing around every time. What I really like about Knicknacks, Knicknacks has a tab on there that you could ask questions directly to support, and or like seller chat, looking for items. Can you help me out with those items? I'll put a screenshot right here to best put out of what the tabs are that you could connect with people with. I was curious what I had inside this tote right here. Some stuff I completely forget I had. I had 2 pairs of shoes inside there, one of Mephisto. So Mephisto is a really good leather comforting shoe, sometimes a boot, mostly loafers for men's that I come across. I haven't come across females, and they all seem to sell for around $40 up to $60, at least the ones I've got in the conditions that they are. I like finding them at the Goodwill bins because a lot of people pass them up thinking, oh, those are old man shoes, but those are good money maker old man shoes in my case. All right, so I also got some jeans here. These starch jeans that I got at the Goodwill bins probably near a year ago. Camp listing party in Phoenix, Arizona. I ended up getting these when I went out thrifting at the bins over there with Kevin, Commonwealth Picker, American Arbitrage, Carrie, Dave, ADH Dave, and then Rod, Pick It and Punch It. So we all went out there and I scored on some stuff, and a lot of stuff I already sold on Whatnot and on eBay from there. And this happens to be, it's probably the last item that I've picked from over there. Remember this logo right here? You need to keep an eye out for this. I've already sold several of them already. These are the ones that have the writing on the inside. I believe it was called Radcliffe. Here you go. I just want to show you again to be familiar with this, because sometimes people just look at the back, but then the other side though on this one has the name of it. So look that up yourself. These jeans sold for a cool $40 plus shipping. Just listed another item. I didn't know that the inserts that were in there weren't the New Balance inserts, but shoes like this still sell. If they had the original inserts, they should sell for around $50 without the inserts. We'll find out. I got them for $10, and at this point, if they sell for around $30, I'm good with that. I'm about to list another item. I got this at Ross a while back. It's gonna be Negan from The Walking Dead. A really cool character. I also have a larger character of him that's taken out of the box that I used to have in my office, and they've been selling on average for $30 to $40. So I'm gonna take photos and get this listed right now. Got some Nike Cortez 72s. These should go for around $40 to $50. I got these for $10 2 years ago. Ooh, I've been putting in some work. I initially, earlier, I thought, okay, let me continue taking photos and posting it up on Knicknacks and get ready for my 4 o'clock Pacific time auction. And I was looking at the time and I saw names that weren't familiar to me that was before me. And I was like, let me go look at my live again. My auction isn't until tomorrow. So I started listing stuff on eBay of the things that I was showing you. And then I started going through more of the bin here, the tote, and found some things and was listing it that I showed you. And then here, these are pretty cool. I need to look these up. I don't remember how much I paid for these. I think I got them at, I don't even remember, to tell you the truth. I haven't had them that long, maybe like 4 months. Well, that might be long to some people, but I've had them for about 4 months. They are Christmas lights, very cool Christmas lights. So if you know any Raiders fans out there, tell them to come and check out this video and see if they're interested in these. But this is what I was talking about right here. Look at this. We got these lighted pathway markers of the Raiders. And I don't just have one, I have two. I am gonna see tomorrow if they actually work. So come back tomorrow and we'll check that out. But right now, I'm gonna focus on my Knickknacks auction and show you some stuff that will be on there. There will be more. I'm just gonna sit down, take it easy, watch a movie or an anime on Netflix, and start taking photos and getting this stuff on there and be prepared, so that way tomorrow I don't have to worry about it. And if I come across anything that I find that'll work well for the auction. All right, here's 3 of the things right here, and these do glow in the dark, UV reactive with the black light. One is pretty big. It's the first time I've seen one that big. I've come across a couple of them like this before, and they actually do pretty good, especially when people know that they glow using the black light. But then over here, what looks like a small box has a lot of small things in it. It looks like a small box has a lot of small things in it. And I'm really excited about this box right here and what's on the other side of it. These, surprisingly, I was like, okay, it's glass. It feels like crystal. It feels nice and quality. It's a pretty cool elephant. I love you. Great message. And this is a pretty good brand to look out for. The Sugar Boo Designs. So keep your eyes out on this stuff. They have other types of animals like cats and stuff, and they go for pretty good money. Here's one of the things that I'm excited about is gonna be a Fenton little shoe. Some of them are signed, some of them do have the sticker, and some of them have all of the above to include a maker's mark. This one here is a whale's tail. And here's the light box that I'm going to be using that keeps going in and out. So I'm trying to get a bigger one and trying to get one on OfferUp, but the people don't reply, although they're still trying to sell stuff and have active listings daily. So who knows? But this is a very cool one. Nice somersault, little green to this with the clear. And then this one right here is one I was telling you about. So I was with Mikey Bags of Money and Carrie the Desert Mermaid. We went booth hunting to try to find a place of our own to sell out of and try to get some more business coming in as a team. And I showed you one of the bugs, Mara, And this is also Mara. And you could kind of tell already if you recognize that mug, the bottom of it is very dark, and you see the signature is also Mara, also made in Mexico. It usually has it on there. And I've been finding a lot of cats items on there, but the one that I seen that was there was like a fish or a piranha or something, Mexican pottery. And this is a big one. This is brand new, really good condition, great cat character features on here. And then it's not just that side, it's also this side right here. So this could be your flask, or it could just be for decoration, or all of the above. So it's pretty cool that I've only learned about that a few months ago, and I already have come across around, I would say 6 items, which is pretty good, especially the one at that antique mall. If I see it again, most likely I'm gonna get it. And I did talk to Mikey Bags of Money and Carrie about looking for another place, and we're still gonna try. We just haven't come up with a date yet of where we're gonna go to and when, so stay tuned for that. Although it's a glass sale, I'm still gonna have other items like this. I had the hummingbird on there the last time, actually both of them, the amethyst and then the topaz hummingbird. These are very beautiful birds. Look this up yourself, take a screenshot and then use the Google Lens and see what you come across. That's a great way to learn too. So these are brand new in a box. I opened them up and showed them a while back, but I didn't get to these when I had the last auction of the cloisonne. So in this box over here, I have even more, I have even more Vincent glass shoes. This one is also signed on the bottom, hand painted as well, very good condition. All of these are no cracks, no chips, and some of them even glow. So when I have my sales and see that things have a very strong glow, I like to showcase those and even go on a dark spot of the house and show the glow. Sometimes it's so strong with the uranium in there, I could do it right in front of not even having to go anywhere and having good light like I have right here. It's a pretty decent light. So it's good to have a UV black light on handy. I always have a pen on hand and a notepad to write down notes, because oftentimes I get questions or general questions about marketplace on Knicknacks. Anyways, I have more Vincent, so I'm going to lay these all out, but I do want to show you some of the things on there. Beautiful little glass bird, also signed. This one's a much bigger one. Oh, and there's a little friend hiding inside there. I think I might have showed you this one before. Little glass duckaroonie. And this one is really nice. I like the colorway on this hobnail Vincent glass shoe. All right, there's that one. Let me move some bubble wrap. I had it to divide the pieces and give it some safety in between each other. Another glass one, very cool. Another one. So folks, I'm gonna be starting these at $10. All of these glass shoes and birds might be a little different. They might start like at 10 and one of them at 5. Here's a white one. I think this one might glow. I don't remember, but I'll be checking before tomorrow, before my auction. Here's a nice green one with the kind of opalescent white on there. Almost looks like it's slag. It might even be slag. This one definitely glows, a red one. Very unique one. I have more stuff to bring out. This isn't it that I'm going to have in an auction. So if you're interested and just want to hang out with me tomorrow, or even maybe purchase some of this stuff, why not go check it out, folks? And then hang out with me and the other people in there. I know I'm going to have a good time tomorrow. I'm excited about it. I was relieved in a way that when it wasn't today and I realized I had the wrong day and I've been telling you wrong time, I apologize. But my head is all over the place. I did really good today. It started off a little slow, trying to get some stuff done. I didn't move anything out of the house of the pile that I showed you yet, but I'm going to work on that after I get the photos and get the weights and then get it listed on Niknax, because it's going to take a little bit. It's not that easy, a snap of the finger. Thank you all for this amazing time every day of trying to make the best, even when you don't feel your best. But today I feel really good compared to yesterday. I feel a lot better. And sometimes you need that encouragement and that community like you all to just have you take another step forward and just know that you could do more as long as you try with it. Don't focus on what you're not doing all the time for so long. Have less time with that and try to focus and put into action of what you're trying to do, and remember what your goals are and tell yourself, okay, man, this sucks, but this is my goal and I just got to go for it and it's going to be worth it. I know it will. This is only a moment, and you see me again tomorrow before I go live on my auction, and then we'll see what else I could knock out tomorrow before that happens. I'll see you in the comments very soon.